All right, so today we're diving into artist statements.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah. Now, to help you illustrate this process for your film, we're going to use an example. So imagine the classic film Rumblefish as your high school project.
Okay.
It's a coming-of-age story. Set in a small town.
You're Rusty James. Biff Wilcox looking for you, Rusty James.
I'm not hiding.
He says he's gonna kill you, Rusty James.
Where Rusty James is living in the shadow of his older, mysterious brother, Motorcycle Boy.
I love Rumblefish.
Yeah.
Such a great film.
Great film, yeah.
Yeah, Rumblefish is filled with these powerful themes like identity, family, and, trying to find meaning in kind of a tough environment. And so it's a great example to work with because it touches on these universal experiences that really resonate with everyone.
Yeah, and to make it even more relevant to your project, we're going to focus on the producer's perspective.
Oh, cool.
So what exactly is an artist statement?
Yeah.
And why is it so crucial, especially for a producer?
Well, an artist statement is like a roadmap of your creative journey.
Yeah.
It's not just a list of what you did, but it's actually a window into your thinking process. And for a producer, this means explaining why you chose the story, what inspired you, and how your specific skills and experiences will contribute to the project.
So it's not just about logistics.
Right.
It's about the heart and soul behind the film.
Exactly. And, each role has its own unique focus, right? So while we're using the producer's perspective as an example, you as the filmmaker should adapt this advice to your own specific role in your own project.
Got it.
Yeah.
So using Rumblefish as our guide, let's walk through how to create a compelling artist statement, step by step.
All right. I'm ready.
What's the first thing our hypothetical producer needs to consider?
Well, the first step is to really introduce yourself. So who are you as a filmmaker and what brought you to this role? So let's say our producer is named Fred Ross. Okay, he's a natural leader, maybe with experience in the Boy Scouts, and drawn to filmmaking as a powerful way to tell stories that matter.
So he's kind of setting the stage by highlighting his passion for filmmaking.
Yeah.
And showcasing the experiences that make him a good fit for this project.
Exactly, precisely. And then he connects this personal background to Rumblefish itself.
Okay.
So what resonates with him about this particular story?
Maybe he sees himself in Rusty James. Struggling to find his own path. Or perhaps he connects with Motorcycle Boy's desire to break free from societal expectations.
Exactly. He needs to highlight what draws him to this specific story, making it clear that this isn't just a random project. It's something that speaks to him on a deeper level.
That makes sense, yeah. It's about showing a genuine connection to the material.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
What comes next?
Next, Fred needs to explain why he chose to work with this particular team.
Okay.
So he should highlight their strengths, maybe talk about their collaborative spirit, and why he believes in their ability to bring this vision to life.
So it's not just about his individual skills as a producer.
Right.
It's about recognizing the value of teamwork and acknowledging the contributions of each team member.
Absolutely, yeah. Finally, to round out this introductory section, he should kind of outline his approach to the project.
Okay.
So how will he use his leadership skills, his organizational skills, and communication skills to ensure the film's success?
So it's about outlining his game plan. Yeah.
Highlighting those practical steps he'll take to, guide the project from pre-production to post-production.
Exactly. By laying this groundwork, he's establishing himself as a thoughtful and capable producer with a clear vision for the film.
Okay, so we've got a strong introduction.
Yes.
What's next on the artist statement checklist?
Now comes the fun part, digging into sources of inspiration.
Okay.
Every artist draws inspiration from somewhere, and it's important to identify and articulate those influences. So in his statement, Fred would introduce a work of art that has deeply inspired him. For example, he might choose the film Decision Before Dawn. It's a 1951 World War II espionage film.
Oh, wow. Wait, a war film?
Right.
That seems like an unexpected choice for a coming-of-age story like Rumblefish. Why would he choose something seemingly so different? Well, that's the beauty of inspiration. It can come from these unexpected places. Although they're different in genre and setting, both films kind of explore these complexities of young people facing a harsh reality, making difficult choices, and trying to find their place in a world that can feel chaotic and unforgiving.
Oh, I see. He's not just picking a random film. He's choosing one that speaks to the core themes of Rumblefish,
Yeah.
even if the connection isn't immediately obvious.
Exactly. It's about looking beyond the surface and finding those deeper resonances that can inform your own work.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So for Fred, Decision Before Dawn might also highlight the challenges of creating a believable world on screen, managing a team under pressure, and staying true to the vision amidst the inevitable chaos of production. These are all valuable lessons for a producer.
So by choosing an unexpected source, he's not only demonstrating his ability to think outside the box, but also showcasing a deeper understanding of the filmmaking process.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And it's this kind of insightful analysis that's going to make his artist statement stand out.
Okay, so we've got a personal introduction, we've got a unique source of inspiration.
Right.
What's the final piece of this artist statement puzzle?
Now we delve into form and style.
Okay.
This is the exciting part where we translate inspiration into a visual language. So this is where Fred will explain how Decision Before Dawn will inform the look and feel of Rumblefish.
I'm all ears.
Okay.
How does he bridge the gap between these two seemingly different films?
He'll do this by analyzing a specific scene from Decision Before Dawn and extracting key visual elements that he can apply to Rumblefish. He might choose the final scene, where the main character escapes into a destroyed city shrouded in smoke.
Okay, I'm starting to see the connection here. The smoke could symbolize the confusion and uncertainty the characters feel in both films.
You're getting it.
Okay.
Fred might highlight 3 key cinematographic elements from that scene. First, the use of natural low lighting to create a sense of realism and immediacy.
Okay.
Second, the intimate street photography style that conveys a sense of loneliness and isolation. And finally, the use of small figures in wide shots, emphasizing the characters' feelings of being lost and overwhelmed by the world around them.
So he's drawing on specific visual techniques to establish a certain mood and tone, essentially creating a visual language that speaks to the themes of the film.
Exactly. These elements from Decision Before Dawn serve as a blueprint, guiding his vision for the visual style of Rumblefish.
This is fascinating, but how does he make sure these visual elements translate effectively to Rumblefish?
He needs to connect them directly to specific elements in Rumblefish. For example, both films use smoke and fog to visually represent the characters' internal states, their confusion, and their sense of being trapped.
Right.
So Fred will explicitly draw this parallel in his statement, highlighting the intentional use of visual metaphors.
So he's not just borrowing visual ideas, he's weaving them into the fabric of his own film, creating a cohesive and meaningful visual tapestry.
Precisely. He's demonstrating a deep understanding of how form and style can enhance storytelling, adding another layer of meaning to the film.
This is all starting to click.
Yeah.
We have Fred's personal journey as a filmmaker,
Right.
His unique source of inspiration, and now a breakdown of how he's translating that inspiration into a visual language. His artist statement is really starting to take shape.
And remember, this is just the beginning.
Right.
He can continue to refine and expand on these ideas as he moves through the production process.
Okay, so it's not just about writing this statement and forgetting about it. It's about continuously revisiting it.
Yeah.
Making sure it still aligns with his evolving vision.
If you're going to lead people, you have to have somewhere to go.